So this day we planned on staying at the Cavendish so that we could go to the beach and just hang out on the beach all day. But the morning was quite chilly, so everyone decided that we kind of wanted to go to Charlottetown, and we were going to visit this church. It's St. Dunstan's Bastilia, I think it is. I forget. It is a gorgeous church. Look at the architecture to this. It was absolutely lovely. It had burned down before and been rebuilt, and the bishop there was actually the person greeting. It's open to the public. You don't need to be Catholic. We are not Catholic, in case somebody is questioning that. So now we're just going to kind of walk a circle around the church that just started with the confessionals there. The stained glass is just amazing. I think stained glass itself is amazing. My cousin, she used to do a little bit of it, and it was just an amazing process to see. So yeah, the carvings and the stained glass, it was cute because my 3-year-old, she just kept walking around saying, "It's Jesus, it's Jesus." It was funny. So yeah, it was just gorgeous, like every little detail, and that's the whole thing. Like, there were so many intricate details in this church that you could just stand there for like an hour just staring at one, because it truly was just a work of art. I was thinking about my friend down in Massachusetts. We used to live in her dad's old house, and then they kind of built on the back of the property, and they are a Catholic family, and they actually helped me to really realize that there are some people in this world that still cherish life. And it had me searching. This is before I was a Christian. It had me searching just about life, the gift of life, like, and searching the Bible, and what does the Bible say about life and about children. And I just kept seeing over and over again that children were a blessing from God, and there's no place that they're not called a blessing. And I just thought that it was such a beautiful gift that my old neighbor had just shared with me. Her and her husband had her 8th or 9th child. I forget if they have 8 or 9 children. I'd have to count them. That's so horrible. Anyway, sorry. If you are watching this, I'm sorry. Just, there was some people there that were, like, going there for prayer. They do close it daily so they can have their worship services and that type of stuff. But other than that, it is open to the public. It's just gorgeous. I mean, the people who built this, it's just amazing. Everything is just someone in my family, I forget who it was, in Sweden, he used to actually carve the pews in churches. My grandmother had told me that. And I think it's just, if you've ever tried to carve a simple object out of wood, it is not easy. So it is truly like an art form to be able to carve different things like this. And I really can appreciate those things. I know some people are just like, yeah, it's just a church. But for me, it's like, wow, that's amazing. Like, every single piece, it's either carved or has pewter or whatever. Look at that pipe organ. Oh my goodness. Imagine how it echoes in there when it's played. I bet it's gorgeous. My grandmother, she played the pipe organ as a younger woman. She just passed away actually right before we went to this church. So it actually kind of had me remember some things about her, which is kind of sweet. She was not Catholic either, but it just, the pipe organ really, every time I heard an organ.
Going up there. Thank you.
That's about right. Yes.
And that's the cross. Jesus started, but he rose it again. This says, please don't go up there. Please don't go in there.
I think sometimes as adults we think our children, especially if we have younger children, aren't going to enjoy things that you would think for like grown-up children to look at or older children to look at, but you'd be surprised. I would just experience different things of all ages with your children so that they can experience life. And honestly, some of my younger children probably got more out of this than some of my older children because they were so focused and paying attention to all the small details. And like they were asking how they got the colors in the windows. Or my 3-year-old, she kept asking if that was Jesus or that was Jesus. It was cute. Anyway, this is how we had our little cart here that we bring around, and so we ended up walking down. If you go down the hill, there's actually like kind of like different shops and public places. So right outside of the bathroom, we had to find the bathroom, was these butterfly wings or moth wings, and the kids had fun taking pictures in front of them. I was glad that there was bathrooms there. Goodness. So this is kind of what it looked like down the hill. There was some restaurants and just some little pokey shops. There's a place called Cows, which is like you can buy like ice cream and stuff there. So we walked around there for a little bit, and then we went to go see that lighthouse. I thought we were going to have a picnic at the lighthouse, and there was no space to. So we went to Victoria Park, which was right up the road. There is a playground and stuff, but that part was very busy. It was a hot day, and so there was a water park and a park next to each other. So we drove a little further down, and we found that there was like an old fort there. So it actually turned out to be a much cooler experience to be able to sit down, have our picnic on the grass, and then discover this fort, which brought actually a lot more questions and a lot more research that we have to do at home. So yeah, it was really interesting because I didn't know that there had been so many battles in that area. And all of these viewfinder things in the States, you usually have to put a quarter or something in. They're all paid for, which is kind of interesting. I loved it. Anyway, this is us about ready to leave the park and go back. By the time we got here, it actually was nice out, so we were able to get back and go swimming.